Hey, how are you doing? I just saw something really funny on Twitter, and I know exactly how both sides of the party feel. So I saw this. It said the PA came on to make an announcement to tell us to please read the email that was just sent. My head hurts, and I know how that must feel to people. It's like, God, when we have the most efficient, cheapest, inexpensive, least invasive, most do-it-yourself type communication technologies offered us, ever. An email is awesome. There's a huge drop off in response rates to emails, and it should be good enough. It should be the only communication that's needed to be said, but the reality is it's not. Open rates are dropping, and if you have a message that needs to get out there, a lot of people are resorting to, and it's a really good idea, to use multiple channels to deliver the same message. And that's a good thing, and that's a valuable way of catching people at different times of the day, different mindsets, different genres, and even different demographics of people. But there are things about the decline in email open rates and email response rates that you can take a more active part in addition to using extra channels to get better conversions and better donations and better response. You need to focus specifically on how can you make it that your email trains people to open them. The most important way of doing that is to avoid being monotonous and focusing on the ask on every single email. Now think about this. If you have, say, this one uncle that you totally dig, he's a really cool uncle, and you like him, you trust him, he's a part of the family, but every single time you see him, it's one of those important occasions, and he has a very eloquent story and a really great reason why he has to ask for money every single time he sees you. So, Memorial Day, whether it's Easter, Hanukkah, whatever your 4 or 5 events, if you see this guy 4 or 5 times a year, and you know that you have to brace yourself for his big ask of how and why he needs money, that's going to get a little bit monotonous, and you're gonna put up some steely defenses to it, and you're even going to make some determinations before you even set foot in that house to go to that family gathering. You're going to make some determinations. I know I'm not going to give this dude any money this time. I'm just going to enjoy the company. And if your campaign or your cause is all about the ask, you're training your people to put up defenses. And you're training your people to train themselves to not respond. So here's a formula you need. It's called the GIFT formula. You want to use generosity in your emails, and you want to inspire. There's the I, G-I, gift. Okay, gift formula. Generosity. You want your communications to not all be about the ask and what's in it for, please, you give to me. You want to turn the tables and empower your readers to be expecting something of value from you. And what kinds of things can you send out in an email, especially if you're a campaign or a cause, that's of value? You want to be able to tell people, milestones of progress. You want to tell people, here are 5 things that you can do to feel more powerful about what the legislature is doing next week. Here is a set of resources that you'll find valuable. I've had good luck with everybody's short on time and money, sending out elements of things that here are some time management skills, so that people, when they get done reading your email, they don't think this is a waste of time. This was an investment that's going to pay off better. It doesn't even have to be singularly and solely focused on your only cause. If you are monotonous, you will train your audience to think you are monotonous, and they'd be right. So what you do want to do, generosity. Inspiration. You want to give people that enthusiasm to to want to pay attention and take action and move one more step. Give them specific options of small incremental steps that they can do to be more on board, that don't entail big money or big time commitments, and may not even entail any interaction with you at all. It may be things that they can just do on their own so that they feel more empowered, so that they feel more effective, so that they feel like, you know, my voice matters. Something that I'm doing is making some difference. If you can inspire with that, now then you also want to do frequency. You don't want to only be connecting and contacting with these people only when it's something that you really need. You want to be building that relationship, inspiring and empowering and giving throughout the year, so that when the time has come up, you've built up the karma, you've built up the trust, you've built up the goodwill, you've built up the relationship, that when you do have an ask, when you do need to mobilize, when it's time to get all hands on deck, you have that energy and enthusiasm at the peak, that it can be really leveraged for some real serious good. And technology, use tracking links and use elements of the online tools so that you can know who opens it, who makes the click, who takes the action. Follow those metrics in such a way that you can split test things out. Did this headline open better than that headline? Did the way we phrased this, so change the subject matter text, split test that out, track it, test it, use the one that works better next time. Resend to the ones that didn't open. Figure out who's not opening your emails and give them another chance with a different subject line with the same message, so that, if you get buried in somebody's chaos, it's okay. And it is okay to use that technology to encourage them interactions in other channels, the cross platforms. And it's fine to say in the email, sign on up to our Facebook page. We have a specific contest, we have a promotion, we have a poll, we have a lot of people coming there and sharing resources that they're finding valuable. It's a good collaborative environment. You make a community and give them the ability to one-click join that community and use the technology base that you've already got set up. So don't be that guy. Don't be that, the uncle that always has a great story and always has an ask. And don't be afraid to cross-channel. And keep in mind the elements of generosity that you can do for free that empowers, inspires, educates, and entertains your audience, builds that sense of rapport, community, and enthusiasm, and all these will work a lot better for you. Thanks.